There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
You go all the way back to training camp. It's all about getting to the postseason, and here we are for a wild card matchup. Two teams that found their way to the promised land.
Jim, no matter what you did the whole football season, it means nothing. It's going to be how you play in today's game.
Here we go. The playoffs are underway. And the tackle's made right around the 32-yard line.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Hill's marked down at the 19. And they're really setting the tone here early with the big running play that time.
They took advantage, Jim, of a defense that's out of position. Nice job by the running back taking advantage of it, and he picks up big yards.
From inside the red zone. The Texans come out with a split backfield. They'll go ground. That picks up 11.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
First and goal from the 8. DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. Playing press coverage to the outside. Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Second and goal from the 3. Hill with what a first series touchdown.
There's nothing like getting on the board first in a playoff game. This wild card game, what a job to go down the field and score. That settles the nerves down. Then what it also does, makes the other team a little more nervous.
Going to be a penalty here. It's an illegal block in the back, and the coaching staff cannot be happy about this.
No, it's a bad decision, and most of all, it's dangerous. You can hurt players when you block them like that. The defensive line's all shifting to the right. They're going to try to find a way to pressure the quarterback.
Gains 11.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Now first and 10. Jones on the move. Golden Tate on the receiving end.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. The defense accepts the penalty. The Texans with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The Raiders snap it at the 26. Intercepted. Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time where you're punching and counter-punching, and now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one time? It's amazing. You've done every sport, but you're right. They went out there. They did everything right. They've done everything right on both sides of the ball, and they're looking good. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
That's his first reception today.
What a good job by the quarterback that time. He saw the defensive back inside the receiver, and he leads that receiver to the sideline on that corner route.
How you perform inside the red zone is often the difference in a game, and we'll get an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
Has it. Touchdown. They came out firing on all cylinders, and already they've gotten a good leg up in this game, even as early as it is. What a hot start for this team. What's happened here, Phil?
Sharp play by the offense. That's what it's about. Man, they just came out mentally prepared, and they are showing the defense what it's all about, just executing one play after another.
Flag comes out. More kick coverage on the return, and now the offense comes onto the field having to feel like it's just been given a big boost of confidence. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Through this first quarter now. Picked up a couple that time.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
Second and 8 coming up. The Texans come out in a dime package. Jones is going to take the snap from the shotgun. And it's batted down. Here's the offensive line, which must protect its quarterback today. The Raiders come out in a bunch set. Jones is going to take it from the gun. Amari Cooper has the catch. No one's going to get him now. The 20, the 10, all the way home and all alone. Touchdown. And they're within striking distance now, thanks to the touchdown. For a minute there, it looked like this game was threatening to turn into a blowout.
Yeah, it was. It was not looking good, that's for sure. But it doesn't matter how you get the touchdown. You are just glad to get it and change things around in this football game.
Montgomery's going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Texans really have this offense cranking, Phil. They scored on their last 2 series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
First down at the 23. Still powering ahead. Back that time, in on the tackle.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Takes the hit. Throws. Taking a look at the linebackers. They're young. They're unheralded. But they do know how to make plays. That leads us to second down. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to the left.
And that's a gain of 9.
Well, that basic slam foul, Jim, it is thrown and caught. It doesn't get a first down, but it was really well executed. The offensive line gave the quarterback time and sight lines so he could put the football on target.
Now looking at third down. Press coverage all the way. Hill's going to secure the handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think, in the NFL now is third and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
The Texans take it from the 43. Complete to Hopkins. Gonna take it home for the touchdown.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just reach your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The Texans getting ready to kick it away. No return here as he takes a knee in the end zone.
The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
First down at the 20. He's got the catch. And that's a gain of 10.
Jones's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
It's first down as they head to the line. Handoff out of the eye. And that gains one. And here's a look at the defensive unit that'll be looking to halt this offense today. Second and 10 coming up.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not much the offense can do in a situation like this. Third and long, what you probably will have to do is either surprise them with a run or throw it short and hope somebody can make a play and pick up a first down.
Third down. The Texans set at the line. Dime package.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
On the money.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
Montgomery's got it at the 29. And that's good for only a yard or two.
Well, that time he only gets a couple yards, but if I'd have been the punt returner that time, I would have called for a fair catch. Defense was close. All around you, there was nowhere to go.
First down at the 30. Hills handed the football. Breaks out of the tackle. Hills tackled right at the 42.
This offense counts on this running back every single week, and he delivers. The top rusher in the NFL once again breaks tackles, makes a beautiful run, and picks up big yards.
It's wide open. Trying to escape the pressure, and there he goes, sliding to get away from the hit.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. The defense at this point trying to keep him out of the end zone. Here's the first snap after the big play. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. And it's knocked down.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
They will snap it now at the 7-yard line.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to the left.
Rings it in for the score in the end zone. Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident. The team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
Martin's not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Raiders heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
Playing press coverage to the outside. First down at the 20. They're going to get him here for a sack.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances. When you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing, good job that time by the defensive front.
A long field ahead of them at the 10. The Texans defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Jones standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Tate the target with the catch. It'll be third down. The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Snap it out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. Pass is intercepted. Here we are in the second quarter, partner. Again, nothing is going right for this offense. This time throwing a pick.
Yeah, Jim, they can't find a play to get execution on and get something positive going for them. And, you know, when you get in situations like this, it's up to the coach to make the plays easy, to give the offense some confidence. That's what they need to do right now.
It's Strong who comes down with it. Marquette down for another reception. And, Phil, you look at this offense right now, they've got a quarterback who's moving the football through the air, and that's a big reason why they're leading this game.
That's right. That's why they're leading the game. Boy, I'd hate to be a defensive back out there today. The wide receivers are good. The quarterback is hot. They've got awesome rhythm, and that's why they're playing so well.
First down at the 32. And it's swatted away. After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Jamin Strong with the catch. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just playing man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corner. From
the red zone. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Should have had it, but the hit knocked it out.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Only 20 yards to the end zone. The Texans line up, split backfield.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Out of the shotgun. Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
Let's go. First and goal from the 8. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Tosses the football.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Loss of 4 on the play. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Third and 12. Stands in the pocket. Scrambling now. That's a gain of 6.
That's an excellent job by the quarterback getting a few yards there with the run. You know, when you play against him, of course, anytime he drops back to pass, you've got to be alert for the run.
A short field goal try on the way. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there.
And intercepted! Tackles made. They are completely out of sorts offensively. And now the Texans put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just the field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
First and goal from the 9. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. That's second down coming up. Hill's going to take the handoff now. Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. Amazing execution midway in the second quarter as they're pulling away.
Yeah, I've been so impressed what they've been doing on both sides of the football here today. And the coaches got to be so happy with what they see from their players. They're executing the plays just as they drew them up.
It's Boykin with the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score.
Quentin Coples takes the quarterback down.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
Second down coming up. The Texans will come out in the dime. From the gun. Fumble. They recover their own fumble. Tackles made. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. A lucky break to make the recovery, but still, it's third down. The Raiders need to get to the 34 for a first down. Going deep. Makes the catch deep down the middle of the field. First down here. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
This will be second down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Set up screen. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
First down here after the completion.
Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Set up now at the 32. The Raiders at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. 2nd and 4. Gets away from the pressure. Quentin Coples takes the quarterback down.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackles just got to do a better job.
This is third down. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Raiders come to the line with an empty backfield. Looks like a false start on the offense. Third down after the penalty. Double tight end formation.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
He'll take the snap from the gun. And that's Matthew who almost made the interception. I think you have to hand it to the front seven, Phil, whether it's the schemes, the calls they're making at the line of scrimmage, whatever. They played an almost flawless first half of football.
They sure did. And when you talk about defense, it always comes down to the front seven. They got to stop the run, and can they pressure the passer? If you do those two things, those defensive backs, trust me, they're going to play well, and it's been an outstanding effort by the defense so far.
The Texans offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they've run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Johnson's got it on the handoff.
Johnson's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down here after that run play. Scrambling out of the pocket.
And it's out of bounds, incomplete.
And he just tosses it incomplete.
Well, that time the quarterback, nobody open as he drops back, so he scrambles out of the pocket, and he lives to play another day. Helps the offense. Instead of taking the sack, throws the football away.
Get ready.
Quarters formation here for the defense. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining.
He's going to try and return this punt.
Brought down at the 26. That return's good for about 12. The Raiders bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
We've reached the intermission. And soon we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley, who's going to break down all the first half highlights as we send it to Orlando in a moment. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And he fails to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line.
The Raiders offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
From the gun. And he takes off. And the pass incomplete.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Unable to bring it in. And the defensive intensity continues out of the half. They'll look to put this game even further out of reach.
Man, when everything is going your way on the defensive side, that's what you do. You just play with more enthusiasm. You're faster. You feel good. You have confidence in everything you're doing. And it's been great here so far today.
Montgomery's got it now.
And that's a gain of maybe 5. The Texans take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over. Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
And he's forced to the ground.
Well, defensive tackles so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fella, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Airtight coverage, incomplete.
Well, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down.
Get ready.
From the shotgun. And after only 3 plays. That incompletion brings us to 4th down. All set to punt here. That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone.
The Raiders offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
2nd down following that incompletion. And now here's the toss. And gained maybe 4.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. On the money. And he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Raiders have it at the 34. Trying to plow ahead. In the end, it picks up only a yard. The Texans go with the dime formation here on defense. The Raiders will take the snap from the 35. And it's complete to Golden Tate.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Makes the reception. Tackle made by Ray that time.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
First down at the 36. Running away from the pressure. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Avoiding the rush. Gets outside the pocket. He keeps the play alive. Nobody open, so it's just another incomplete pass.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here.
Boy, they saw something on the offense. It caught their attention. Look at the defensive line. They're all shifting to the right. Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see.
Intercepted! Got a flag. Grabbing the face mask. We see it almost once a week, and here it happens again.
Well, a lot of times these defenders, I'll give them a little slack because they're running so fast. They're trying to tackle some tremendous athletes in open space, and sometimes accidentally you're going to grab the face mask.
1st and 10. Hills taking the handoff. Taken down at the 45.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
The Texans will take the snap from the 45. Wide to the left. Hills brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those 1st downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the 2nd half. Don't take any chances.
No one was open.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The ball is spotted at the 49.
Hey, how about that? The defensive line, everybody shifting to the left. I think they're expecting a run.
Hill's going to secure the handoff. Picks up maybe 3.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Third down on the way. The Raiders lined up in the nickel.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Texans will line up. The first down markers right at the 39-yard line.
He's got a little bit of daylight here. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Good job by the offense here with a good lead in the second half, picking up that first down, and that's what you want to do. Take your time, look at the play clock, take it down as low as you can, and keep picking up those first downs.
First down and 10.
Landry's got it. First down.
Well, when you talk about throwing these sideline routes or the out route, it is about timing. When that receiver makes that break to go towards the sideline, that football has to be in the air. Nice throw and catch that time. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Landry's got it on a pass that had some heat. That's his 5th catch of the day. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Out of the gun. Houston in the end zone. Hill's got his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Another touchdown throw by the quarterback. If you do not pressure this guy, he is going to get it done. No pressure on him, and just another excellent throw for a touchdown.
Signals right away. Fair catch. The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
He'll throw it over the middle.
Had it, but dropped it.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Will go ground. Gains 18.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
1st and 10.
Makes the catch in the open field. On his way. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
Playing quarterback in the NFL as a rookie, let me tell you something, people. It is tough. It's nerve-wracking. But throwing that first touchdown, oh, my gosh, it doesn't get better. What a throw. That is one happy rookie quarterback.
Johnson's running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The Texans coming back onto the field to start this drive after what was really sort of a textbook touchdown drive the last time they had the ball in their hands.
Yeah, let's give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They were awesome. They did everything well. Usually you have an offensive line can only do one of the two things well, run block or pass block. This one, they do them both well. That's why they had so much success on that last drive.
Fourth quarter and a blowout. Let's see if we can get this game over in a hurry.
Wow, you don't have to say it that way. I'm anxious to see how this game ends up and how they play it out. I want to see a team that has some pride. And even though they're getting blown out, to stay in there and keep fighting.
Down the field, and that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. The Texans come out with a split backfield. Second down and 10. Hills handed the football. Searching for space to the right. Hills marked down after a gain of 4. The Texans have gone by their usual game plan today. That's running the football. Hill's been a threat on the ground and continues to rack up yardage.
Been tremendous once again today. And look, let's look at this running back. He's got legs of steel. He can break tackles. He can run around you. That's why this running game is so good.
That's an interception.
Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Heaving it down the field. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Ball at the 47.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Raiders official. He told me the injury is being classified as turf toe. This is one of the worst injuries for an athlete because it usually requires lots of rest and tends to nag them for many weeks after.
They'll go shotgun here. Looking across the middle, a takeaway. Breaks away. This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the fourth quarter, but it comes back to bite them again with an interception.
Well, but it's not going well, and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
First down at the 18. Poirier has the reception. You have to like what this team has done today passing the football. It's been their identity this season, and that continues here today.
Yeah, he's like, listen, this quarterback is a lot like a pitcher. Some days he'll beat you with the fastball. The next day it's the breaking ball, and that's what he can do, too. He beats you with power or finesse. It doesn't matter.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Takes it from the gun. Down on the field. Intercepted. They had no reason to come out here and be so feisty in the fourth quarter, getting blown out. But they come up with the interception, so hats off to them, Phil.
Well, they know, Jim, that they got to watch this film tomorrow. And if you don't play hard, your job could be in jeopardy. So I like the effort the defense gave that time. I'd like to see a little more effort by this offense as they come on the field.
Gets it out for the completion. Gets about 9 on the play.
The defense has a lead here in the fourth quarter, Jim, so they're willing to give up those short completions. Now it's up to the defense. Come up, make the tackle. Good job that time.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. That's a gain of 6.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half. If you're on the offensive side, don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
The Raiders all bunched up here as they get set at the line. And he hauls it in.
Another name for the fly route, the go route, it's a streak. And that means they want you to be a blue streak, run as fast as you can, get by that defense, and make a big play.
Coming to the line right at the 50.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Drop back, shotgun formation. Looking long. And in for the touchdown.
Well, we say it all the time. There's only so much a defense can do. And when it's a perfect throw and a perfect catch way down the field and results in a touchdown, you just got to give the offense some credit.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. Johnson's going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Texans are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better.
Quarters formation here for the defense. The Texans have clearly enjoyed being able to take the air out of the football when needed today. Hills dominated on the ground.
There is nothing like dominating a football game physically. They have overwhelmed the defense, and a good job by the offensive coordinator managing this game today.
No time to waste. They hurry to the line.
Get ready. Get ready.
First down at the 39. Shakes off the tackle. Charging ahead. Hills met after a gain of 3.
He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Get ready.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Almost intercepted that time. Third down now. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Handoff made. Slashes to the left side. Gains 19.
You just can't hide his talent. There's a reason why he's a top rusher in the NFL every single week. And even today, another good run, good vision, and also a lot of talent to pick up those big yards.
Fourier is the target. Inside, and he's home for the touchdown.
Tight ends are a position where you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able to block, run routes, and you got to be able to get in position so you have a chance to catch the touchdown pass. Good job by the tight end. Touchdown.
The Texans now will tack on the extra point. Extra point was good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Martin's going to run this one out. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. The Raiders offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at it. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together, that makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
Raiders will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Brings it into his body. 2 minutes to go in the second half. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Throws the pass. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Coming up, second down.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Intercepted. Taking off. He's in the clear. The 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
When a defense intercepts a pass like that and scores a touchdown, boy, does that give them hope. Gives them a lot of confidence. They really get the momentum on their side, and it's going to be hard for the offense to come out here and do anything after that play.
The Texans ready to kick it away. Martin's going to drop to a knee here, so this will come out to the 20. The Raiders just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you've got to be smart, you've got to be efficient, and get the job done. All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Looking to go deep. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Coming to the line of scrimmage right at midfield.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
No separation at all. Incomplete.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy. The Raiders don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Gains about 3. And a run back of about 3. The Texans offense takes the field, and what is in essence an encore bow to the crowd here, as they have been the dominant team all game long, and time is running out.
This is when I was at my best when I played, Jim. When we were winning, I came out there late in the game too. I could kneel down and kill the clock as good as any quarterback in history.
It's a too tight end formation. First down at the 16. Going for the home run. And they can't connect.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes, because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
Second down after the incompletion. The Texans line up, split backfield. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Good for only a yard.
Well, that's just the right call to make. In this situation, just run the football. Don't try to be some genius and catch the defense off guard. Manage the clock and just get this game over with.
On the way, third down. Out of the shotgun formation. Getting away from the pressure. Running room. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
He is a good runner with the football, not like most quarterbacks in the National Football League. They design runs for him just to do it as a running back.
First down coming up. One more play, and it's in the books. Dropping back now into the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. Excitement on one side, disappointment on the other. Only one team can move on to the divisional round. All right, one side moving on to the divisional round after this victory today in the wild card playoffs.
How about that? All year long you work, you make it to the playoffs, and then you get a playoff victory. You realize then as a player what a difference about the